Okay, I'm going to explain the tools that are going to be necessary to install the metal sash frame around the glass here. You have spline here. This is called spline. This is the rubber essentially that goes around the glass edge so the frame fits tightly over the edge and it doesn't scratch it or chip it or anything. So the tools you're going to need is first you're going to need the diagonal cutters to cut the spline at the corner where it makes the corner around the glass. I'm going to explain that in a little bit. The next thing you're going to need here is the double-sided mallet. So this is a soft-faced mallet, so when you are installing the metal frame around the glass, you're not going to dent the frame or scratch it or anything. So it's really important that it's a soft-faced mallet. And then just a regular drill with the number 2 bit Phillips so you can install the screws around the metal frame here, around the glass. So those are the tools you're going to need to complete the sashing process. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is installing the spline around the glass. Now you're going to have to make cuts where there's a corner so it just goes around the corner of the glass here. So you're going to want to cut it about 2 lines back on the spline here. And the edge of the spline has just like a part where it allows the glass to stop. You don't want to hit it over the edge of the spline here. So I'm going to do this now. So right where you made the cut, that's going to go right around the corner. And you're going to sit that spline seated really nice on the edge of the glass. Make sure it's pressed down. Then what we're going to do is install the sash frame around the glass. Now you don't want to tap it too hard because it's going to go over the edge of the spline and you don't want that to happen. You want there to be a little bit of a reveal. So make sure that the metal frame, it's even on both sides. It's not hanging off one side or the other too far. It's got to be an even overhang on both sides. So I'm just going to tap it on. So as you can see, I was really careful to not tap it too hard for it to go over the edge of the spline there. So this is a first step here. So I'm going to continue with the other side here. Seat it on there really nice. You want to make sure that this pile here, the wool pile, on a picture window, this is a picture window that I'm building, that it's facing the same way. It's facing down or up, whatever you want to do, but it's got to be facing the same way. So I'm going to proceed to tap this on over here. And then what I'm going to do is, you can see right here, there's a screw hole. You look really close there. There's a screw hole. That's where you're going to install the screw that's provided to you with the drill. So it's just going to go right in there. Simple as that. And you're going to want to continue the process with all 4 sides, of course. There's 4 screws for this particular sash assembly. So that's how you do it. That's how you install the metal sash around the glass. So we're right at the last piece now, ready to install the last piece. You can see that the fuzz pile is installed all the way around on the same side. And the spline is going to butt together with the other piece here. You don't want to cut it just right so it just butts together really nice. So it's not too long, not too short. And drive the last piece on, like so. And of of course, going to install the screws. So that's how it's done. So right now you're looking at the finished product. The sash is complete. Now, one thing about the sash is that the glass does not hit the inner edge of the metal frame here. There's a space there. So the sash frame might shift when you're carrying the sash to the job, or maybe it wasn't tapped a certain amount on one side, maybe it's a little bit off. So on the site, you might have to tap it here and there to make sure that everything is square, it lines up really nice, and that it fits really nicely. So you might have to do that. That's about it.